Google Chrome may not be the fastest browser anymore, but it's still got the best extensions, and I'm going to show you 5 of my favorites. Number 1. Privacy. When Privacy asked if they could sponsor this episode of Snazzy Labs, I said yes. And not just because they have an awesome Chrome extension, but because their service really fixes the age-old problem of the internet, which is credit card fraud. You probably know as well as I do that getting your credit card number stolen sucks. You have to file claims with your credit card company, wait 5 to 7 days for a new card, and then log on to the dozens of services that you use online to change to your new card details on every single site manually. It's just a huge pain in the butt. And Privacy not only makes your life more secure, but makes things super easy if and eventually when your credit card number gets stolen. So I'm going to sign up for a new Hulu plan, $11.99 per month. Instead of using my real credit card number, I can use the Privacy extension in Chrome, which takes 2 seconds to install. It's also available for Firefox. And Privacy will automatically generate a brand new card number specifically for this merchant. So it's a brand new credit card number with a brand new expiry, a brand new CVV, and it only works on Hulu.com. If someone steals it and someone else tries to use that same number, Privacy says nope, rejects the charge, and will only allow the merchant that you specified, so in this case Hulu.com, to make the charge. Isn't that brilliant? So who cares if your credit card number gets stolen, because it won't work on anything other than Hulu. You can also create a burner card. This is basically a self-destructing card. It's great if you're ordering something online from a website you're only going to use once, or can think of another instance in which it'd be great if you're calling over the phone and you're giving someone your credit card number over the phone. That's always scary. And so the burner cards basically allow themselves to be charged once and then they self-destruct. But in this case, we want the merchant-specific Hulu card because we want Hulu to be able to charge this card once per month. But again, nobody else. Now I choose my funding source. I've chosen my Chase Total Checking account. Now you can log in securely through your bank or your credit union, and Privacy supports hundreds of them across the United States. Once you've selected your funding source, you can then optionally select whether or not you want a spending limit. I think this is a really cool feature as well. You can do the spending limit per charge, month, year, or total for the life of the card. We're going to do per month and make it $11.99 because it's not inconceivable that Hulu may accidentally double charge our card. And if we put an $11.99 limit, then Privacy will say, nope, you can only charge once per month, and then that's it. So that's a really handy feature too. Last but certainly not least, this is fun for a lot of people who order stuff internationally. Privacy doesn't care about your billing address. You can just totally make it up. So this is good if you're signing up for a website where you feel that, hey, they don't really need to know your physical location and your billing address. So you just fill in some bogus thing. Privacy doesn't care. And then if you're shopping internationally, a lot of international websites will let you ship outside of the country you order in, but you have to have a credit card from that country or you have to have a billing address inside of that country. Well, with Privacy, you can generate a card number and then say you live in, for example, Japan, and the Japanese website will say, well, the credit card charged and it did seem to work in Japan, so great. It's a really, really handy feature. So I press create, and again, you can see it has automatically created a brand new card number specifically and only for Hulu. And as I mentioned, the zip code doesn't matter, so I'll just enter a fake one, okay? And then I press submit. And as you can see, Hulu successfully accepts the card. It is a really, really cool service. It just makes things so much more easy, so much more secure, and if something does go wrong, it's a lot easier to fix. They also have a brilliant web interface. Not only is this, I've already mentioned that this extension is wonderful, but they have a wonderful web interface where you can track each and every charge, when they were charged, what card it was charged to, and you can even pause and resume that specific card or delete it altogether. It's a really, really clever service, and you should definitely check it out. The link is in the description below. Number 2, Netflix Party. If you can't Netflix and chill in person, Netflix and Party isn't a bad alternative. What it allows you to do is watch any Netflix show you want at the exact same time with your friends wherever they may be located around the world. And then you have a chat on the on the right-hand side, which allows you to talk to them. And it's just really fun. All you have to do is download the extension and then you host a lobby, send the link to your friends, and that's it. It works in full screen, and I can type something like, I don't know, I love this episode, and everyone else can see it, and they can eventually respond in kind. Wanted, rude man who shushes. It's just a really fun plugin. It allows you to chat at the same time with your friends and watch the same show. It's a blast. I recommend it. Netflix Party. Number 3, Reedy. Reedy will very possibly change your life. It's changed mine. It's been my favorite extension for a long time. And what it allows you to do is read information much more quickly than on a standard web page. Well, how does it do that? It uses a science that's called rapid serial visual presentation. The idea is that when we read left to right, it's not a very good way of reading. It's well organized, but it doesn't make a lot of sense from an efficiency standpoint because we have to find the next line, we focus on weird letters in the word that we don't need to focus on, and most importantly, we read out loud in our head subconsciously. We do it. We read out loud. And you don't need to read out loud. In fact, if you don't read out loud, you can read a lot faster while still understanding everything you read. I'm going to demo this for you, and I'd like you to give it a shot because it's pretty mind-blowing. I'm going to select all this text and then right-click and click Launch Reedy. And Reedy's window pops up very quickly. And I read at about 700 words per minute. I'm going to slow it down to 650 for you. Don't try to read in your head. Just look at the words and see how much you understand. You may be surprised. Pretty cool, eh? You can read a lot faster than you'd be able to read left to right, and you still have the same comprehension level. In fact, once you get good at it, like I have, you can completely relax. Like reading requires a little bit of mental energy. Not anymore. I just kind of sit and let myself zone out with my eyes in front of the screen, and I still understand everything I read. It's great, not only for reading articles, but for school textbooks and tons of stuff. I mean, this is a must-have for any college or high school student. You will never go back. Reedy. It's free. Check it out. Number 4, Cleanfox. This one is for Gmail users. If you're not a Gmail user, you probably don't really care about email anyway, but what Cleanfox allows you to do is see how many emails you have from a specific sender, how often it is that you've opened them in the past, and then to take bulk actions on the emails that are still in your account. You can either move all of them to a specific folder and all future ones as well. You can move all of the ones that you have and all future ones to the trash, or you can block and immediately unsubscribe from the mailing list from within the Gmail window. You don't have to use another service. You don't have to go to another website. You just do it all from here. And the best thing about it is you do authorize your account through Cleanfox's servers. So even when Chrome is closed and this window isn't open, it'll do stuff automatically. I don't like this. I don't know what even this newsletter is. Apparently I open it 91% of the time, probably to then just delete it. I'm going to unsubscribe and block it, and I will never see it again. Isn't that neat? Cleanfox. Number 5, Imagus. Imagus? I don't know. What Imagus allows you to do is hover over a thumbnail and it will pull up the full resolution file. This is really handy if you want to see an image without actually clicking through to the full resolution link. It just pulls it up for you automatically. It looks really great. It follows your mouse. It's very intuitive and it's absolutely perfect. You need it in your life. Imagus, I don't care. Well, folks, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and as always, stay snazzy.